Alright, so this is going to be a different type of video. I'm basically just going to be doing one of these, like, I guess you can call it a sketchbook tour or something. Just showing off the art I've done over the years. Because I feel like I should be doing that at this point, you know. People ask me about my, like, desired career choice and everything. They say I shouldn't be so shy about my artwork or whatever, so. You know, you've peer pressured me into this. You know who you are. Who you think you are? Alright, so here's numero uno, the first sketchbook. Well, the one that first sketchbook I still have, I think. Got a little drawing a phantom on the back here. There he is. Although it's not the first thing I drew inside this notebook, as you see. I drew nothing. In the beginning, there was nothing. Alright. No, it's just whoever this is. I don't even think I gave them a name. So they're supposed to be like a spy person, and I guess dressed in like based off the 1920s clothing and stuff. You know, they got like their bling, their jewelry, and everything. And apparently, I meant for it to be a comic because I wrote right there. You can tell I meant for it to be a comic because I put it on the page. My planes. And this is just a furry. I mean. So this was a character for like a video game, I guess. I forgot what I meant for it to be like based off of. I forgot the name of the game. Whatever. So yeah, it's just like a fox. And then they got the little backpack with the green thing. Well, it's supposed to be green. I didn't color anything in. Yeah, something you'll find out is that across all my drawings over the years, I just never color anything in because it's just more convenient to not color anything in. Here's just a penguin. My depiction of a penguin, I guess. I remember being so proud of that one when I made this because it's like the lighting and shading or whatever. And then here's just another photo of Phantom, even though it's outdated because I don't draw him that way anymore. I have like a set way of drawing him. You know, I don't just draw a bunch of random little spikes on his head anymore. I think this is cool. Like looking at the anatomy of him. Feel like I should do something like that with a more modernized drawing. This is just like another looking back at the ways I used to draw them too. Used to have like taller eyes, but now they're more round and stuff like that. It used to be so fucking ugly. And then this, I guess, just me drawing everything. I mean, spelling out everything he is. It says phantom, orphan, demon, angel, ghost, lost one, unknown, alien, superhuman, special one, pagan, impure child, and middle ground. You know, balance between heaven and hell. That's pretty much what I was going for. And I guess it's a more recent one. But it's still very old, apparently, because I remember this being a really long time ago. That's just insane. So close yet so far. Phantom, the most everybody out of nobody. I guess that was supposed to be like he's relatable. But at the same time, he's like an alien thing, I guess. It's pretty cool drawings, you know, different depictions of him. That one, this one right here is supposed to be like more serious version. If I want to do like a different type of story. And this one, I don't know. This different character, I call him Baphomet because pretty sure Baphomet was like a name of a demon or something. I forgot. Yeah, it's just very surface level name, but I like the character. It's like a cat, just a cat, a demon cat, born without eyes. You know, they work for Satan. I don't know what it is with me and the Satanism and stuff, but like, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. This was supposed to be like a perspective drawing, but like I never finished it. I mean, you can tell. You see the perspectives, right? It's very far away because it gets smaller the farther away from the camera. Yeah, you get it. This is some dinosaur thingy. Never got a name, never got another drawing. Well, that's a lie. It's got one other drawing. Very small though. Here's just a bird. It's supposed to be a pigeon. I think I made it based off of the Don't Let a Pigeon Drive a Bus or whatever that book was called. I made this thing so long ago. I guess that was just like a redrawing of them that I made so long ago. This one's just like a hand holding a heart with like barbed wire around the wrist. I'm 14, and this is deep. And I actually probably made that when I was 14. This just says IT Adventures. I was supposed to draw a character there, but I guess I never got around to doing it. It's just a witch, another furry. And here we go. These are the main characters. Following that stuff I was talking about earlier with where I had different versions of Phantoms and like different stories. Yeah. Here we go. Going around the round table, we got I didn't even write their names on this. This is just their archetypes, I guess. We got the popular girl, the suck up, I guess, the oddball, the weird ethnic person, the bully, the loser, the degenerate, the social butterfly, the guilty, what the fuck? Mystical goth nerd, and unknown shady, and just Phantom, you know? Phantom, the main character. And it was just ignoring some until fixed. These are the themes surrounding characters, like their, I guess their purposes, the reason, the reason they act the way they do and stuff like that. Or why I gave them architects. Just another concept photo. I do a lot of those, I guess. I do less of them now, I think. These are just character interactions, just general scenarios, you know. You got the bossy bitch. You got the bully. trying to get lucky, I guess. The social butterfly, not being so social. Or being too social, more like it. Daddy issues. I hate your circle face. Yeah, the thing with him is the bully. His dad is a circle, basically. So he hates his dad, he hates the guy with the circle head, you know? It just goes together. They were just meant to be rivals from the beginning. He's gonna have a freaking King Arthur come up, you know, he's gonna get the sword and stone and beat his ass one of these days. This is just romance between two of the characters. This one's showing how the bully interacts with the degenerate, you know, looks up to him. You know, yes, and all this degeneracy, like, what a role model, you know. And then signs, what does it say? I can't read my own damn handwriting. They're basically like science partners or whatever. Then that's just some kid trying to kill himself. And you get the idea. I guess this was me trying to draw a titmouse or something. I don't know, bird and a snake. And I just couldn't get it right. I was trying to like test it out. It says, me not know why. Why you look weird. It's cause like, you're supposed to have the eyes on the side of the head for a snake, aren't you? And I don't know what the fuck I was doing here. No eyes at all. Like, was it a blind snake or something? I was listening to some music when I drew this. That's the other thing. I listen to a lot of music when I draw. And I guess it just got me feeling this way. The song was called Homeless Wanderer by Emma Hoy, Miriam Jubu. I did that out of order. She got a really long name. But, yeah, I guess just I drew a Homeless Wanderer with Phantom, you know. No place like home. And this one, I forgot what inspired this, but he's like a lawyer, I think. And yeah, that's the thing. Him and the dog are best friends, you know. Sorry for that jump scare there. And then what is this? I'm feeling cold right now. You're delusional to believe you need to do this to yourself. I just wanted them to see me as something good. Stop staring at me. Just humble yourself. I'm 14. This is deep. Okay. Yeah, I'll be going through my motions through some of these drawings too. Or writings, I guess, as you saw there. And if this page were a better example of that, we got Weezer and we got Smells Like Teen Spirit. Okay, one of those was a band, the other one was the name of the song. I don't know why I did it in that order. But yeah, basically it's I guess you call it the emo phase. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now. Entertain us. Yeah, so that's Phantom there. I guess that's the Kurt Cobain version of him. And that's just like female version of him. Not Kurt Cobain, but like Phantom. You know, I do that sometimes. Then this is the Undone one. Yeah, I mean, you can see the lyrics there, and you probably know the lyrics if you even know who Weezer is. I don't know. This one, This is based off another design I did, but this isn't actually the first time I drew them in this design. It was in another book, or notebook. But it's basically based off of, I guess, Patsy and Stocky. Even though I never saw the show, I watched like a Saber Spark video on it, and it looked really interesting. It actually influenced the way I draw him from now on. Like more angular shapes and stuff. Yeah. More like hysterical facial expressions. I love it. La Viva Loca. Then this one is Yo the Fox. Basically a character I made in Korean class at school. They're supposed to be like a 1930s style. That's why they're in black and... I mean, they're in black and white, so they don't color shit in, but like... They will always, forever and always be in black and white. And I think it's cool. You know, they got the circus theme going on. They're very anthropomorphic, you know. It reminds me of Felix the Cat and stuff. Especially this part right here. Like how they just kill themselves in old cartoons. Like Felix the Cat doing that one time. Not with a revolver, but you know, I like my shit gory. And then this is the giant iron. Just an idea I had. Jesus Christ, I just overuse Phantom, don't I? Literally no reason for him to be. I could make a different character, but I just always used to just go back to Phantom. That's like my #1 drawn character. I mean, with good reason, you know, he's the main character of my life. Yeah, so this is supposed to be like, if I flip the Iron Giant around to be the Giant Iron, of course. You can see the design right here. And I actually did draw another photo of them somewhere. It's not here yet. And this is just my depiction of how therapy feels, or felt, when I went through it. This is just a lot of insecurity. You know. And this one, this is if, I guess Pikachu was a stripper, or well, not a stripper, but like, worked at Hooters or something, I don't know. And the place is called Tapper. I thought that was, like, clever. And, yeah. You know, Pikachu just trying to make a living, ask for a tip. This one is a kill yourself machine. This is probably what it looked like if it exists in real life. And that's, some guy, I guess. And then, here we go. World building. This is where I started to get into like the lore of things, you know, like when I was talking about the wolf character or whatever from the beginning, where I was talking about like a video game character that I had an idea of. I mean, that guy never comes up again, but like I've got different ideas. I was trying to flip back to the page, but I couldn't get there in time. Whatever. Alright. So moving on. First up is of course Phantom, the world building. This guy's hair bled into the page a lot, and it keeps doing that, so I'm not going to keep erasing it. I'm just going to go with it. So, ultimately, it's going to be like a TV show based around Phantom, and apparently back when I wrote this, I guess it's like overarching story is going to be the quest for happiness, you know. And this is just my depiction of God. This is what he would look like, or they would look like, really. It would look, I don't know. Whatever. And it says, I pray to God that I die today, and that this time I never wake up. I'm overdue, come on. And then God says, I was in the middle of tax season. This is more important right now. Yeah, so that's the shitty type of humor you can expect. Probably not anymore. It's because, I don't know, it's so weird. It's because I based him off of my own personality, but at the same time, he's his own person. Because I used to look up to him. I used to make him like a superfluous character with no flaws whatsoever. But I guess my my shitty way of living kind of seeped into him, and now he has flaws, you know. That's why he's saying, I pray to God that I die. But nowadays, it's like, why the hell would he want to die, you know? And then this is just his family. Story is, he's a alien, and then he crashed landed on Earth, died. Satan brought him back to life. Here's the handsome chap himself, in human form. And then, not back to life really, but turn him into a demon, you know. Let him gain physicality and everything, his senses and everything, back as long as he sold his soul to him. And then, I guess, eventually, since he was a ghost now, he's pretty much immortal. He lived through all the years, got to present day. The CIA got a hold of him, and they just put him into the family, you know, see how he lives. FBI. Oh, yeah. CIA says Central Intelligence. Yeah, CIA, not the FBI. Shouldn't be the FBI. I just got that from, I guess, alien hominid. Because they used to have the FBI looking like that, just beefier. That's also another inspiration. You know, that's why I draw the FBI like that in sort of a squarish text font. I like it. Stylish. Yeah, there's the 2000s thing too. It takes place in the early 2000s, you know, like, I just love that area. Not area, but era. I love that time period. So cool. This is just a little scene here. Just through my school. He's sitting off. This is like, I guess, when this would be at like the beginning of the show, I suppose, because he's feeling lonely and doesn't fit in anywhere. Just seeing the way they interact by themselves without his, I guess, inhibition. You know. Then later on, you would just, like, he would of course be assimilated with the other characters. It's just another drawing I did. I don't know what inspired this. Just some type of like alien wars, and he's like a soldier. Can't even hold a fucking gun right. Shot his hand off. I guess the inspiration would be like slapstick or whatever. You know, it's because the pain is funny. And got this like Joker smile here for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that really. And in this one, this is just another insecurity thing, I guess. This is where you realize that Phantom is a representation of me. Yes, I was feeling alone. And this one just says, he's the blue one out. The sad one in a crowd of happy people. Everyone else is happy but me. Then these are his parents from like the planet I said he came from. Came from another planet, crashed landed on Earth, died, yada yada yada. That's what be his parents. And then Satan kind of bribes him. He's like, just showing them off, you know, just enticing him with it. It says, favors and it's yours. You know, like he's promising him the life he could have had if only he does a favor for the devil. Then, these are the little bastards in my head. These are people who make bad decisions and ultimately lead me into awkward situations, like doing this video right now. Because this is pretty weird, just holding the phone over my notebook and talking to myself at night. Anyways, here's just another thing just about the show. It's like, it says Quest for Happiness here. The overarching theme, of course, and then there's also like a rule of thumb where he misinterprets the themes of episodes, you know, where you'll come to like a resolution one episode, and then the next one maybe he'll like misinterpret it, and that leads into the conflict of the next one. I thought that was like an interesting way to keep the cycle going. And then this one, this is like I guess the best comparison I can make is like Sonic and Shadow. You know, Phantom would be Sonic, and then this guy Poltergeist would be Shadow. Except I don't know too much about Sonic's Shadow. I just know they're supposed to be like polar opposites or something, based off like the Sonic Adventure 2 poster, which I think is really cool. You know, it's just like the duality of personality. When he's angry or hysteric, he just turns into this monster. But this is like outdated. This is what it used to be. Nowadays, Poltergeist is just like I was talking about insecurities and everything. He's just antagonistic force, I guess, in his head. And I don't think it really embodies like disappearance anymore. It's just Poltergeist does, like the mental illness Poltergeist, yes, but not, like Phantom doesn't actually take on this form anymore. And this one, this just shows how he's a shapeshifter. He's a shortened character, if you haven't been able to tell. So, like, I guess in this scenario, he's at like a carnival or something, a theme park, and he wants to get on a ride, but he has to be taller, so just made himself taller. This one just shows he likes music. Because, like I said, I listen to a lot of music when I draw. And this is for a video game character that I named Bombga. You know, what a creative name. They're shaped like a bomb, their name is Bombga. Just the simplicity of it, you know. Okay, so this one says, handcrafted by those larger than life. Oh yeah, here's like the I got this from Super Smash Bros. With the crazy hand and master hand stuff. You know, you have the divine creator. And then implemented in the midst of marginalized war. And then this is earthly warfare, you know. So I guess there was like a bunch of wars going on down on Earth. Then the gods created the war machine to put an end to it all. The war to end all wars. Oh wait, I missed something. So when they handcrafted them, it says a pyromaniac built specially for war. Yeah. Like I didn't just say that. Okay. And then, yeah, this is just a depiction of, not like a representation of what that looked like, you know. If a depiction of representation means the exact same thing, but whatever. This isn't exactly how it looks, but this is basically saying things did not go well. You know, they're standing right above a landmine. They're in between two different war powers, you know. Shit's about to go down. Then over here just it says personality, you know. They're heroic, they're arduous, they're strong, they're flawed, and they're moral. And then here's like the penguins again. This is the astral universe they're from. And they have like a dictatorship. There's the penguins are the proletariats, like the working class or whatever. And then this fish inside a bowl is just the Führer, you know, the boss, the leader, the one in charge. Okay, moving on, carrying on, continuing. Here's the main antagonist of the story, the Dark Lord. And that's a work in progress. They're actually supposed to be taller than that. And I'm not sure if that's the final design, or like how they tie into like the conflict. Then these are two different battling powers, you know. You have the Dark Lord grasp people, so they pretty much have their mind taken over or something like that. And then you have the free-minded people. Okay, then it's yeah, here's what happened. Things did not go so well. They got blown up, as you can see here. And when they got mad, they blew up and caused like an atomic explosion apparently. So it blows up Warzone on conservative side and allows dark progress. Okay. And then they become a prisoner of war. And that's pretty much where that ends for now. I don't think I've actually made a continuation of this yet. I probably should though. Then these are the Phantom characters again, but like in yearbook form, I guess. Oh, apparently this is where I first named them too. First gave them their names. Actually, no, never mind. I did that before on that page where I was talking about like the themes and their purposes, you know, why they act the way they do, you know, stuff like that. So we have Debbie, the rich, glamorous lady. We have Cassidy, the what did I say? Impressionable one. I guess they're like ostentatious, you know, trying to make an impression on other people. Want people to think highly of them. All that damn makeup. And then Ollie, the disadvantaged one. He's being racially profiled. And then Dick, the disproportionate one. He has a really long neck. So they had to cut a hole through the floor just to get his photo. You have Carol, the queer goth. I don't know why I put queer, I just meant weird. And then Creighton, the improved, is that what that says? I guess there's a lot of room for improvement. His white trash ass. And then Red, the degenerate, stoned, no photo. Marsha the geek. I still did not really get their description right. Reese, the zealous one. Bimby, the smarty pants with a gun in their hand. And Clyde, the ashamed one. And this is another influence of music had on me. Apparently the song was Baby It's Cold Outside, and this is Phantom and his female counterpart. I was actually going to write the song myself, but I never got around to doing it. I only got like, what is that, 3 lines? It says, oh yeah, some of those are like directions for the characters to be doing. I guess I also thought about animating it. I don't know. It goes, I really can't stay, baby, it's cold outside. I really can't wait. Oh, well, you wouldn't mind if I. This even has seen a lifelong dream come true. I would never go out on a date with you. No. I guess it's just absurd.
Taking a minute to tell you what's on my motherfucking mind.
And this is somewhere in Hollywood. It's supposed to be like a comic book type thing. And it's going to be like somewhere in Hollywood. There's a villain taking advantage of actors and actresses or writers and stuff. You know, like they're just overpowering, evil ass, shadowy figure. I guess someone like this guy, just strangling Scooby Doo for no reason. Yeah, this is just nonsense. Okay, whatever. And this is more of a personal drawing. Moving on. Anyways, this is more of a personal drawing. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I succumb to the level of everyone else on the internet. I'm putting my entire life online. Then it says, no luxury will last forever. Just like some Rolling Stones. Yeah, that was another song that influenced, I guess, this slew of drawings. Not this one over here, but like this one, yeah. Like Rolling Stone. Then, what is this one? Oh yeah, this was just a comic, I guess. This might actually be like the first comic I tried making with Phantom. Never finished it though. I did not know that his first super name was the Poltergeist. I thought it was always the Phantom. My name is... Hi, my name is the Poltergeist. On a dark, bustling night, the city's nocturnal vigilante hero surveys the escapes. And then he saw... Help! Let me see. Help! A situation in need of immediate action. And it solved itself. Yay. Next. Okay. So, someone said help somewhere. It's domestic violence on the 3rd floor of the nearby hotel. I grate my teeth at scum like you. Time to shine in the shadows. Seems like your line's been cut short. Although I despise the end of a good movie, I still love post-credit scenes. That's so weird. Oh God. Yeah. All right. Woo. Woo. Yeah, baby. What do you guys say to happy hour? I mean, that's where it ends. So yeah, he's supposed to be like a misfit hero, basically. That's what that was. So some guy was in a scuffle with some other guy trying to kill him with a gun. Lost control of the gun, shot the light out over here, and caused the car to skirt out of control. Pretty much end the situation there. Then he turns attention to a smaller issue, so one that's less dangerous than gun violence. You know, domestic violence, something he can more on his caliber, I guess. And it's actually not domestic violence. This is like a syndicated problem, way larger than he would have ever expected. It's like a sort of a mafia type thing, I guess. I forgot what it was, because this was a long time ago, pretty much. But yeah, I never got around to finishing, just because I never finished this frame here. I thought it looked ugly. I couldn't do detail faced. Looking back at it, I don't think it was that bad. I probably could have went on, but yeah, I also kind of fucked up the arm because it's really short and it looks weird. Okay, so this is just I guess I was feeling lonely, so I just wanted to feel connected to my drawn form. This is just based on a YouTuber I watch a lot. Is H2O Delirious. And I guess it's in Phantom form too, because his hockey mask doesn't look like that, but I just made a point here because, Phantom. I am Phantom. Phantom is me. Rhythm is life, and life is rhythm. I said that backwards. Anyways, it's just a phone booth. Or an emergency booth. It's just like, sometimes I just try and reinvent things that already exist. A phone booth, but with a spin on it, and try to include like a 2000s vibe to it. So I try to give it like a bunch of little trinkets and greeblies and everything. I like the way it looks. I just never really used it anything larger than that. Here's just another page where the characters has their age in Earth years. So that's not like actually their age. It's just like in the passage of time, 365 days. How old are they? Like Phantom, for example. It says he's 15,789,000. Wait, no, 15 billion, sorry, 789,401,812 years old. But he's actually, like, in his own years, 15. Because, I guess that's around the time I was when I made this drawing here. Looking back at it, I probably would have still kept that 15. I think it's been 15 billion for a while now. You know, he's lived through multiple cycles of the universe and the Earth, basically, because he's immortal. So, you know, the universe implodes on itself and ends. He's still there. Then it just restarts, and he's still there. You know, it's a pretty bleak existence. So, just going down the line, this goes from shortest to tallest characters. So first you have Ollie, who is fatherless. He's 15 years old. He's one of 6 children, and his disorders are excessive optimism / pessimism, which for him it would be optimism, and he also has autism. Okay, moving on. We have Phantom, who has a plethora of disorders himself. He has both parents, though they are unmarried. He has 15,789,401,000. He knows his age. He has dementia / memory loss, because I have pretty bad memory. He has autism. He has bipolarity. He has depression and delirium, whatever that's supposed to mean. I guess that's the callback to his like I said, with Poltergeist being his sort of mental illness. Makes him delusional. It makes him feel insecure and believe things that aren't true about himself or something. He's one of 3 kids, and he's the middle child. Oh yeah, and Ollie's also the older child of the 1 of 6 kids. Then we have Clyde. He has both parents. He's 13 years old. He's one of 2 children. He's the youngest child, and his disorders are ADHD, depression, and excessive pessimism. Moving on to Creighton, we have him. He is motherless, but he does have his father. He's 16 years old. I gotta look down at this key down here to see which ones he got. He's one of 2 kids, though his older brother is dead. Mysteriously, I guess, I don't know. Let's see, so let me see here. Open my goddamn file cabinet. His conduct disorder. He has narcissism. He's a psychopath. He has, this is the S one, schizophrenia and OCD. Then we have Rad. He's got both parents, but they disowned him. He's out of the house. He's 19 years old. He's got conduct disorder, ADHD, autism, and who's that one again? Machiavellianism? No, not that one. Dementia, memory loss. That's what it is. Okay, that's what M stands for. And he was a single child, or never mind. Apparently, I don't know how many siblings he has. I just never really gave it that much thought. I don't even draw him anymore, really. But I still consider him to be a character. It's just like, he's 19 years old. He's not going to be in school with the rest of these guys, you know. He's just out doing degenerate shit. Even got the freaking lean cup in his hand. Anyways. The tallest chap, we got Dick. He's got both parents. Even, we'll get to that later. He's 14 years old. He's the only child. He's the tallest, if you couldn't tell. And he has, what's that? Autism, ADHD, and delirium. Actually, I probably could have just left that autism, because I feel like delirium isn't the same as the delirium that Fanta goes through. Wouldn't say it's like a self-deprecating mental illness. He's not that type. He's just stupid. Stupid and blissful. Okay, over here we got Carol, who's 14 years old, 1 of 2 kids. Actually, the sister of Clyde. And, did I say both parents? Whatever, oldest kid. And they have depression, excessive pessimism, OCD, and schizophrenia. They're also possessed by demons. Then we have Cassidy, who's 15 years old, who's narcissistic, delirious, and has ADHD. I should also add OCD, but I don't really want to touch this page because it feels like a relic, you know. I always come back to looking at these like they're in a museum. I never want to touch them. She has both parents. They're divorced. Actually, does she have both parents? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be divorced. And, yeah, pretty much she's closer to her dad than she is her mom. But I don't have that fully ironed out yet. I'm still, like, I guess theorizing, or not theorizing, but, like, formulating things for that story going on there. We have Bimby, who is 13 years old. The genius, the mega genius, the giga genius, the Peter genius, whatever. Who has OCD, delirium, what does it say again? Conduct disorder, and Machiavellianism. Because they like to convince people to be their possessed subjects for their own narcissistic, well, I shouldn't say narcissistic, that's not written on there. But their own narcissistic gain, I guess. So they're one of 1 kid. they're the shortest person here, because I guess I didn't line them up from shortest to tallest this time. And yeah, pretty much that's it for that one. Then we have Marshall, who's 15 years old, has autism and bipolarity. I don't know why I get autism. Nowadays, I would probably just say bipolarity and OCD. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. And they have one or two kids. They're the oldest of two kids, both parents, but both parents are divorced, and that's pretty much that. Reese, who is 15, bipolar, excessive optimism, and ADHD. That pretty much fits the bill. I wouldn't change anything. They're one of 7 kids, middle child, and our father that's at one parent. Finally, we have Debbie, who is 16 years old, has Machiavellianism, is a psychopath, excessive pessimism. Delirium, is that what that was? No. The D is depression. Okay, so that's depression. And they're the only child that have both parents. And, oh yeah, for all these disorders, they're basically, it says Skittles are my favorite candy. I kind of just made them based off of that, so there's like a candy brand in this universe, and all the flavors are just disorders, basically. And whichever one is your favorite is which one you have, I guess. Okay, continuing on, here's, this is if I divide my life into different arcs, I guess. And this is called Phantom Arcs. First one up is vulnerable innocence, then it's expectations of the gifted, bully, friend, too old to be young, changed, silence, remorse, lover, promise, perpetuates. Everyone needs a friend, and breaking household. I mean, by now I probably had like maybe a couple, and I don't completely remember what like each one represented, but I remember thinking that it was pretty good, like it represented me pretty well. Okay, and then moving on, it's just a train. It's supposed to be like an intergalactic train or something, I think. Here we go again with the add a bunch of little trinkets, digs, and greaves to it, just to make it look cooler and fit that 2000s aesthetic. It's got like antennas and satellites on top of it. I also think I was supposed to be doing like a rooftop fight. I don't know. I kind of forgot. Also, I guess I was into like steampunk too, because it's steam and also I guess electric at the same time. Then here's another world building page. So this was like supposed to be like a high schooler friend. I don't know what grade Phantoms or any of his friends are supposed to be in. I just, like, school is your school, man. They just got classes, okay? That's just shit. That's what it feels like for me. It does not feel like I'm in the 12th grade, man. Anyways, I just always had this idea of this like guy here. This is like the straight man, and Phantom's the lunatic, I guess. And then this is their teacher or professor guy, I guess. And this is also like the origins of his female counterpart, because they cloned him. I guess his finger fell off or something. Then they just used DNA from that to make a clone out of him, and got yourself an artificial Phantom. That being said, they are genderless, so you can just say they're female. That's how they're depicted too. And you can tell it because they have a bow and makeup on. So that's really all that determines which one is which for me. Then here are his parents. So his mother is black and ghetto, good with kids, teacher, and hates husband. And then the father is filled with guile, proud of stern hand, fake person, which means they also are impersonating, whatever. Like trying to hold up a good impression of themselves, basically. Even if it means being a fake person, quote unquote. Abusive and God in house. Those are probably outdated by now. Yeah, I would say pretty outdated. And these are my depictions of animals. A deer, octopus, mouse, wolf, raccoon, dog, cat, turtles, potato, fish, shit, bat, butterfly, caterpillar, owl, Venos, Asian delirious, teddy bear, whatever. Okay. This is something I drew while listening to Chop Suey. That's what it's called, right? That's not the name of the band, is it? Whatever. Okay. This is something I drew listening to Fat Lip by Sum 41. That song's got me feeling pretty damn invincible, so I just threw drew him in a bunch of gory escapades, I guess. And he's still smiling. Look at that. I actually made this within like 2 days, if you can believe that. Listening to Phases by, I guess you could say King Gear, but I'll just say MF Doom. I think it came out really good, actually. I was really proud of this shit. Yeah, the only thing I really feel like I might have messed up on are the clouds. If you can tell, that's what they are. Other than that, I'm really proud of it. Here's another drawing of the giant iron. And Virtual Majesty, that's like a spin on Virtual Insanity, basically. It's just like the spectacle of the giant iron is just so majestic, you know. And it's also bringing me back to the 2000s things, because, you know, the Iron Giant came out around 2000, and plus Virtual Insanity came out around 2000, so I just really like technology, or like, I don't know, I just like technology, I guess. And stars, I like stars too. Here's another technology thingy, drawing or whatever. So it's, their name is Mother. If you can't read, they're like an android, basically. And it's about singularity or whatever, I guess. Android, so I'm trying to think about the story so I don't have to read directly off the page. But I'm just going to read directly off the page. Their number is Android number 00000. So, you know, the patient 0, their first one made, they're like a prototype thing. And their commercial name is Cynthia CPU. They're supposed to be sold like sort of a service android, I guess. Might actually remind me of Detroit Become Human. And to kind of like complement that theme with like the service android, they have a African facial structure. And that's not to be racist, it's just like I guess it was sort of like a metaphor for things. Like just reflective of the history of like African Americans being basically more menial and laborious positions, yet still having like meaningful impact, because like people are going to be relying on a service robot like Android, you know, like you see E.T., they rely on robots a lot, and they were like, the robots were doing all the most menial things for them. They couldn't even lift their own goddamn fingers. They probably had robots to lift their fingers for them, you know, they're fat asses. Anyways, it says development of technology / individualism, so that's going to be a thing where they break out of their robotic, I guess, hardware, their coding, and gain individualism, their singularity or whatever. And they're called Mother because they're going to be like, one, they're the patient 0, you know, Android number 00000, but also like the mother of revolution, I suppose, because starting with her, other robots are probably going to be doing the same thing. They're also be gaining their sentience or whatever, individualism. I just thought it was a cool idea. And there are more drawings of that going on. Oh yeah, and excuse them being naked, it didn't really make sense for an android to have clothes on. You know, it wasn't anything like for race, or I don't know, was that the right word? Whatever. These are pretty old drawings too. How I draw hands, so like one's supposed to be like realistic form of it, and the other one's just like a more, I guess, stylized version. And that goes back to what I was talking about, like the art style would be more angular and I guess flat 2D, because I really like that, which also goes back to my love for 2000s. Alright, so continuing where I was left off, here's just a bunch of little family photos, basically, of all the characters I made. So here, first up is Debbie. So she has rich parents. It says that they're lavish, materialistic, and her father owns a successful makeup company, which explains their wealth and I guess sort of their vanity, basically. But she's clearly unenthused by the expression on her face. You can see how much she's dying inside. It really says dying interest in wealth and questions privilege. So yeah, that's kind of what her family's life is like. Then moving on, we got Cassie, who has a nurse mom. She's very busy and neglectful, basically. So she's kind of having to be the caretaker for her younger siblings, because she's the oldest one. And, you know, nurses always have the graveyard shift. So yeah, there's that. And also the father's not in life. So that's kind of like what I was talking about earlier, where I didn't know if I wanted the father to be there or not, and things like that. Apparently this answers that question. He's not there. And then we have Creighton here. And this also is a continuation of something I talked about earlier with his parents or I guess a single parent now. So at this point, he's an only child, and all he has is his circle-headed father. Circle-headed, so such a weird word to say. And who's neglectful, poor, and cold-hearted, apparently. Oh yeah, this up here is basically him reminiscing on his other family members who aren't there anymore. I don't know, maybe they died, or maybe they just left or something. Separation, I don't know. Haven't really ironed that out yet. Probably death, though. The square was supposed to be his older brother, and the diamond was his mother. They're all shapes for some reason. I don't know how a circle comes out with a triangle and a square, but yeah. And then we have Carol and Clyde, who are siblings, like I said earlier. And so the parents pamper Carol and completely neglect Clyde over there. And it says, oh yeah, so Carol doesn't like the parents, and neither does Clyde, who they try to dissociate with. And also, I remember back when I wrote this, I think they were supposed to be aliens, like the parents were supposed to be aliens. I don't know why I did that, and that's outdated at this point. It literally says aliens unnaturally supportive. I mean, I probably still keep the naturally supportive part, but like still, not the alien thing. Also got like creepy smiles over there. Then there's Bimby, the genius, but still is has overshadowed intelligence by their parents because their parents are much smarter than them, and so I always see them as underwhelming or not good enough. Then we have Ollie, who is the oh damn, I wrote a lot here, didn't I? It says caretaker / man of the house, provident, earnest, handicapped. Both of them are handicapped. Him and his mother. It says dull and dirty, compassionate and willing, tightly knit family, constant need, immobilized. So this is also kind of with Cassie, where he's kind of sort of a caretaker for his younger siblings, because his mother and I guess himself are handicapped, so he has to be the provider for the house. And then here's Dick. So it says, I'm a stegosaurus. He has a carefree father, man slut, apparently. Very different generations. They get along well. Yeah. Moving on to his sex robot wife. It says serviceful. And that's all I wrote. It's supposed to be a thing where it's like, despite them being a robot and having a very promiscuous set design, they're still like a loving mother, basically. And it's kind of drawing the line between just being a robot and actually being a loving mother, you know. Moving on, we have Marsha. She gets along well with her family, but I did make it so that their parents were divorced. It says they stick together for the kids. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, though. The dad is probably going to be separated, like divorced. And the mother has a wry love for her husband. And her husband is a veteran, too. Alright. Then there's Reese. It says unhinged and wild siblings. She's going to be the middle child, basically. So it's going to be like questioning her maturity, basically, because she doesn't know if she fits in more with her younger siblings or older siblings. That's kind of what I was going for. And the mother says they're judging and atoning, basically. So they have higher expectations for them, basically. And the three siblings on the right are grown up, while the other ones are young and boundless. It says yearns approval and sophistication, basically. Alright, and then this is just a drawing of Jacksepticeyes, because I started watching them more and more, basically, when I drew this. I never finished it, though, like colored it or anything. I just didn't think that I mean, I guess it was supposed to be a sketch, but I kind of drew harder than you would for a sketch, so I just gave up on it. It's not terrible, but like the lettering, yeah, it kind of just falls off the page. And these are some colors. They're basically color. I was just testing different colors and like what the crayons would look like if I colored them as hard as possible for a different drawing. I forgot what it was, or if I haven't gotten there yet. I don't know, maybe I didn't. Anyways, yeah, you see me blend color. Oh yeah, for the King Ghidorah one, the drawing. That's what that was for. This is the female version of Phantom here. I just do like a full page graphic. And about the hammer, I think I got that off of like Sonic and like with Amy Rose. I thought it was cool. Oh yeah, my lettering down here. I kind of messed it up. I didn't give myself enough room for it. And here's Yo the Fox again in the 1930 cartoon fashion. It says Technicolor. Yo and smell the flowers. And they're smelling just the stems of the flowers. I thought that was cool. Then we have Bomb Gun again. No, I guess I don't have much to say about that. Here's just Phantom. And that's the end of chapter 1, I guess. Just have a bunch of other stuff I've drawn over time. I got this inspirational MF Doom baseball card, basically. I feel like I shouldn't have bought that. If I really cared, I probably would have just made one myself. Then we just have paper cutouts of some of the characters. It's supposed to be like a CIA book. Basically, when Phantom lands on Earth or whatever, and then he's sitting and waiting to get to modern times of Earth or whatever. The CIA basically, eventually captures them. Because, they would obviously want to know about an alien and research it. So this is basically what this book was supposed to be about, but I never got even close to finishing it. Let's move these out of the way. This is what they look like if they're in plush form. I always wanted to do something where, like, if they were plushie, or he was a plushie, you could, like, unzip him, and it would just be, like, a fleshy part inside. I think that would be cool. This is just a character I never really drew, like, after this point. This is just them getting hurt in a bunch of ways. Him literally getting shot in the head. And an iron falling on Ollie's head. Baseball hitting Clyde in the eye. And an explosion lasting Bimby. This is just a sort of report back to you about MF Grimm. Another run of rappers I like a lot. In tandem with MF Doom. This is a graphic I drew. Just a metaphor for life. Trying to bulldoze you off a cliff. Slowly. It's just, you know how I'm talking about Phantom and his poetry guys, basically. His mental self-doubt, sort of. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of self-deprecating images I drew about myself. Essentially. I'm not going to show that one. This is one I just drew because the teacher wanted to know how, something I'd like to draw, so they wanted to see something. One of my art pieces, so I just whipped this one up in like a few days. Never showed it to them though. I think it came out nice. And it's going over the idea of singularity again. It was supposed to be about like how robots are emotionless, and upon like exploring the beauties of the world, the natural world really. Like flowers, they just have like this emotionless expression on their face. Like they don't comprehend the beauty of nature or whatever. I'm trying to flip this goddamn page stuck together. What is it trying to hide? Basically from there it's just like another contest I had with my brother. I don't really feel like showing that. It's not important. But anyways, I guess that's the end of volume 1. To be continued on Phantom Gamer Atomic Toilet. Oh yeah, one more art piece I forgot to mention before I do the outro for this or whatever. It's these little playing cards, or trading cards I mean, that I made for them. Let me actually put these in order. I don't know why I didn't do this before I started recording again. I had all the goddamn time to prepare, whatever. So first up, that's actually upside down. Alright, first up is Phantom. It says he's aged is 15,789,000. Wait, no. Is that billion? 15,789,401,812 years old. His weight is 200 pounds. His height is 2 foot 5. Hair color, can you call that hair? Ethnicity is whatever that says. Sex is male without genitalia. And this is card number 1. You heard it first. Phantom, the alien demon. Phantom. So, created in 2009, fundamentally created in 2016. That means is before his final design, or like his, let's say, quote unquote modern looking design, where it's close to this blue form with the spikes on his head. Basically the concept for him was made in 2016, a long time ago. So just like the idea of this supernatural creature guy or whatever, and I guess it just evolved to be this, And then personality: compulsive, rambunctious, earnest, and dangerous. Why that appearance? Over Phantom's many years of conception, I honed in on this projective character's silhouette to make him iconically simple yet fun. Oh well, I tried. Yes, that ties back into what I said about the flat 2D design. I try to make it like iconic, basically. Because I watched like a character design video on YouTube, and I've taken his word ever since, just to make the silhouettes actually stand out and everything. So, fun fact, yeah, before I do fun facts, I'm just gonna do why that name. At the time I named Phantom, I felt invisible being such a quiet and inconsequential person. Back then, Phantom was a superfluous character I looked up to. Now, he sucks just like us. Yep, he sucks just like us. Has his own flaws, and his own stupidity, and his own humanity despite being an alien. Then now, fun fact. If it initially could levitate, teleport, disappear, and had bioluminescent eyes. Nowadays, all he can do is have bioluminescent eyes, and then I guess technically be immortal. And second fun fact is practically immortal, and fact has seen you die repeatedly. Just let that sink in. Alright, next we have Carol, the Hell Vessel card number 2. Age is 14 years old, weight 108 pounds. Height is 3'5", that's hella short. Alright, okay, it's in the fine print. Hair color black, ethnicity mixed Hispanic/white, and sex female. With genitalia this time. Created 2022. Personality stoic, misfortune, snarky, and possessed. Why that appearance? With the concept of a TV show built around Phantom in mind, I thought I oughta check the box for cynical goth girl. Lots of inks in the little people. And then, why that name? Grew up on a horror thriller movie called Caroline about a young girl that goes through a supernatural sleuth of escapades to return to a place she calls home. And I guess I just shortened to Carol. I also just feel like a name that could be associated to demons. Fun fact, initially had alien parents. I guess I didn't have to mention that earlier. I kind of just mentioned it now. Fun fact, is the only person that can travel to hell on demand with Phantom. Okay, card number 3, the Tagalong Ali. And you see that handwriting. Age 15 years old, weight 9 pounds, height 1 foot. Damn, everybody's so short. What do you say? Hair color bald, ethnicity Hispanic/Mexican, sex male. Apparently without genitalia, as you can see. Created 2022 fundamentally. Goddamn, why'd I do this in the bad handwriting? Created 2022, fundamentally created in 2021. Okay, so personality: thoughtful, cuddleable. It says that right. Unsightly, and dull. Why that appearance? I wanted a Hispanic character to bring culture and dynamicism to the plots of episodes. Being a 5-star gringo, I chose the Chihuahua to be the lovey-dovey and dopey Mexican doggo. Why that name? Ali sounded enough like a low baller rebel kid's name, so I messed it up by spelling it Ali, and now he's an oddballer. Fun fact: first side character created. At this point, I really wouldn't really call them side characters. I feel like they would have a major role if I actually start to animate them and everything, which I do plan on doing. Then also, fun fact: can stand and do many more cognitive actions despite having broken legs. Yeah, that's what I meant by he was handicapped earlier. I just realized I never actually said that his legs are broken from birth. But yeah, anyway, that's it.